Hi, this is Sheri Ann Richerson from Experimental Homesteader.com, and I'm here tonight to do our daily vlog. Jeff is at work, and we're working on trying to get our schedule arranged so he can be in the videos more. However, with the holidays and everything that we've had going on, the extra review items that I've been receiving and Amazon being delayed and all of that, it's been really hard because I do lose my voice from time to time. And to avoid that, or to make up for it when I do, Jeffrey takes over the videos. So, and he only has maybe 2 hours a day that I see him when he's not at work. So that's been kind of rough. I guess I have a lot on my mind tonight. And one of those things is how everybody thinks they know what everybody else should be doing. And I know this has always been an issue with or without the internet, but with the internet, it seems to be even more of an issue. While everyone, including me, really appreciates helpful advice, before you go spouting off, maybe you should check into things instead of posting publicly. Maybe you should send a message and say, hey, do you know about this? Can we talk about this? Because I do reply not only to my online messages, but to all of my private messages as soon as I can get to them. Okay, that's not days or weeks later. That is sometime within a 24-hour period. I am not online during mornings. I am online usually late at night, but not always. It just depends on how I'm feeling and what's actually going on. Because as I said, I've set myself a schedule. I'm going to be offline more this year. I'm just tired of working 24 hours a day, it seems like. I mean, I know it's only 12 to 16 a day, but it just seems like all I do is work and sleep, and that's getting a little bit old. So I am going to take some time for me, some time to spend with Jeffrey. And, in the 2 years we've been married, we really haven't done anything together. I mean, a few little trips where he did his thing and I did mine, but not really couple stuff. So I'm hoping this year maybe we can do more of the couple stuff and maybe get to know each other a little bit, because he's just, he works 12 hours a day most of the time. Usually only 5 days a week, but there have been some times it's been 6-7 days a week. And so when he is home, he is asleep. And that's been really, really hard. With his recent illness over the past 5 days, it has really scared me because, as some of you know, I lost my previous husband to cancer. We had a 2-week notice. So when they took Jeff down for the CAT scan, I was really freaking out. I just didn't know what they was going to come back and say. And it doesn't matter that he looked fine, because Jerry said he was fine too. He said he was a little bit tired. He was still working, everything seemed pretty well normal. I knew he wasn't eating as much, but, sometimes you don't. So I just figured he had a lot on his mind. And I don't get to see Jeffrey eat most of the time because he's at work and, has his lunch in the evening. And like I said, when he's here, I just don't see him much. So things are going to change. And frankly, the reason I'm not online as much is just what I said. I'm sick of everybody trying to tell me what they think I should do when they don't know me. They don't know the situation. It isn't that I've asked for their advice. It's that they want to put their 2 cents worth in. So I'm going to concentrate on my blog. And I do have comments turned off on it, but if you want to leave a comment, I will see those. I'm just tired of the hatefulness. When I logged in and saw that there were very nasty comments on the memorial I put up for Jerry that were totally uncalled for. I just said, that's it. Okay, people want to be like this. Goodbye, comments. Okay, YouTube is going to be the next one I'm going to turn comments off on if the crap continues. I have blocked some people. I have blocked them all the way across social media. I'm sure they're going to start another profile and find another way. But you know what? I like that block button. I also like that delete button, and I will use it. So, sorry. For those of you that want to leave encouraging comments, I really appreciate those. So it's really helpful because I don't live in a mansion. As you can see, I live in a house that is actually lived in. We do have plans to make a video studio. That has been happening for 3 years now. That was actually started the year before Jerry died. And when we had to clean out our business, everything went between that room and the garage. So there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of unfinished things in this house. And I had said last summer that I was going to get up and go through his stuff and start donating a bunch of it. We did some. There is still so much here, and not just his. Stuff of my mother's, stuff of Larry's, who was married to my mother and raised me. Stuff that has been given to us that I feel it's time to pass on to someone else. So there is a lot of work in this house to be done. I can't do it in the winter because we only have heat in 3 rooms and the bathroom, so I guess that's 4. And of course the greenhouse is heated, but Jeffrey put a baseboard heater in the kitchen and dining room. Jerry had put one in the living room, and there's a wall heater in the bathroom that was here when we moved in. So very limited heat during the winter months, and just not real comfortable up there. So I could get a space heater, I suppose, but it is really packed in up there. So I feel like that could end up being a bigger safety issue than just waiting. But I do plan, as soon as the weather warms again, along with having a garden, that's going to be one of my tasks, is going through and getting rid of that stuff. The other thing that I have decided this year, I am definitely slowing down on the reviews. I am only reviewing items that I have an actual interest in. And I know that many of you want me to review things like earbuds. I can't review earbuds. I can't put them in my ears and hear anything with them. It causes me more pain than it's worth. I'm not going to do earbuds. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to find somebody else. And I'm not going to just write something and not actually test them. The few earbuds that we have been sent, Jeff has done, but let me tell you, that is in his time. So you might wait a month. So no earbuds, please. I'm just, if I'm really not interested in it, I'm not going to do it anymore. And that's my decision for 2016. Because there's just no point. It's more stuff that I have to take and donate or find someone to give it to. And I usually have in the past had someone in mind when I've accepted something. But I can't do all this by myself. Like I said, 12 to 16 hours a day, and we're shooting video and we're uploading video, and I can't use my phone because my phone is tied up uploading video because it's a lot faster than my iMac, which is late 2009. And it's literally taking me 1 hour per 1 minute of 4K video to get this uploaded. So I'm slowing down. And next Christmas, I'm not planning to rush things. So if you want me to review an item for Christmas, I'm going to move that date back to sometime before Thanksgiving. that gives me plenty of time. I'm sorry to the sellers that want to email on the 23rd and say, oh, you can get this and, have it up by Christmas. No, because I worked this Christmas Eve, I worked this Christmas Day, I worked New Year's Eve, I worked New Year's Day. I didn't really get to enjoy the little bit of time that I did have with my family when they were here. They literally came as supper was being served, ate, opened their gifts, and left. I'm not even sure they were here 2.5 hours. It's not going to be like that next year. That's just not how it's going to be. So, with that said, I did get some review items today, and I'm pretty excited about a couple of them. So really things that I'm going to get some use out of, and I think I'm going to like. So I do need to tell you that I did receive these items for free or at a reduced price in exchange for my honest review. All opinions are my own. And speaking of, any of you that know where there is a good example of what the FTC has changed about our disclaimers and the way we have to disclose starting this year, I would appreciate it if you would let me know that, because I'm still trying to do some research and checking in on that. So the first item that I received was the Punch 1 Organic Rapid Growth Shampoo. Okay. And I also received the Punch 2 Organic Growth Rapid Conditioner. Now, this was actually opened when I received it, and it was all gooey up here, and some of the conditioner had come out. I went ahead and cleaned this up as best as I could. You can still see a little residue where it's spilled, but it's not bad. Thankfully, this was wrapped in plastic. So I had one little spot on another item, but it wasn't bad at all, not near what it could have been. So glad of that. I also have the Punch Brightening Eye Cream. This is an organic skin repair. And I do realize that the lighting that I currently have sometimes takes things that are white and kind of makes them just not appear. I would like to review some studio lighting this year. That is one of the things that is definitely on my list. So is any of the sous vide or molecular gastronomy items. We just did for supper tonight. I finally got the Jamaican ribs finished, and I seared them off on the salt block. I did cook them sous vide style, and they were delicious. Speaking of food, from Spicy World, I received the Pure Madagascar Bourbon Vanilla Paste, and I love vanilla paste. I'm going to go ahead and open it because I have a recipe I want to make. My Rosemary vanilla pears. I still have a lot of pears that I canned from the garden. Oh wow, that smells really good. I can smell the bourbon though, but I can also smell the vanilla. So anyway, I use a little bit of vanilla paste, and I use some fresh rosemary and some of the pears that I canned from the garden. The recipe is on my blog, experimentalhomesteader.com/EC for elegant cooking. You can search it. Just search vanilla rosemary pears. I think it's vanilla roasted rosemary pears or something like that. I know the word roasted is in there. But they are absolutely delicious. You just put the stuff on, little butter, put them in the oven, and bake them down. And oh my gosh, the best pears I've ever ate. So another item, and I'm super happy to try this, is the PopUp Mobile External DVD RW drive. Okay, this will work on a Mac, which is what I'm on. But I do have some PCs still around the house. And I'm really happy to have this because the, I don't know if it's, I assume it's a CD-ROM. I don't know if it's burnable or not because I haven't gotten into any of that. But the one that's on my Mac actually grinds every time I put a CD in, so I just don't use it. Sometimes I would like to be able to put stuff on disk or be able to run a disk on my Mac. And so this is going to be great. The last item that I am really, really excited about is a book called Home Fermentation, a starter guide from Catherine Green. Okay. And this is going to be a fun little book. It says it includes sauerkraut, pickles, kimchi, kefir, shrubs, kombucha, which I know I said that wrong, and more. Fermented blackberry sage syrup, strawberry mint chia jam, spiced fermented apples, sourdough dinner rolls. Oh, red wine vinegar. Okay. Let's see. Blackberry sage water kefir. So there are a lot of interesting recipes in this book, and I think that I am going to really enjoy reading it. I know that fermented foods could actually be good for you. And even though my grandpa taught me how to make sauerkraut, sometimes I need a little reminder of, do you put the salt in the bottom or do you put the kraut in the bottom? So I'm anxious to see what she says in this book, because there's no comparison between store-bought and homemade sauerkraut. Homemade wins hands down. So anyway, I do want to tell you again, I did receive these items for free or at a reduced price in exchange for my honest review. All opinions are my own. Just so I cover all the bases. And thanks for watching, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another daily vlog. And for those of you that have trouble getting to YouTube, I have finally got into my podcast. And I was having some problems figuring it out because Jerry set it up, and right after he died, I was able to get in and get some things done, and then I started having problems. Well, I'm able to get back in now, and I'm going to be putting a number of my videos, including my daily vlog, on iTunes. If you just search Experimental Homesteader, it should come up. Both the app and the podcast are both Experimental Homesteader. The app is actually called The Experimental Homesteader. But anyway, and on my website, if you want to go over and take a look, it's experimentalhomesteader.com/podcastgen. That's GEN. And so if you want to follow along on iTunes or with the app, go ahead and grab those. They're both free to follow. And we'll be back here again tomorrow. Have a great night.